Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from the first group who want to present you about tornado intensity prediction based on impact variable using the Canier's Neckbor or KNN algorithm to analyze tornado severity based on meteorological data and disaster impact. This is our third video, and our next material is analyze and visualization result. Based on our process data, we identify several significant trends regarding tornado incident, moving beyond basic counts to reveal underlying pattern in disaster impact. By visualizing this data set, we transform raw information into actionable insight, uncovering a distinct correlation between tornado intensity and the severity of economic and physical damage. This analysis highlight how regional vulnerability and storm intensity intersect, providing a clearer understanding of the data narrative. Next slide. Data splitting. The line Y-pred equal KNN predict X test use our trained Canier's Neckbor model to predict the intensity or classification of new storm from the US tornado dataset based on feature like location and damage. The second line, print Y-pred, output this final prediction to the screen so we can visually inspect the result before calculating the model accuracy. Next slide. Data splitting, the line accuracy equal accuracy score Y-test, Y-pred, evaluates our model by comparing the actual real-world results Y-test against the prediction outcome Y-pred to calculate the overall percentage of correct prediction. The second line, print accuracy KNN, accuracy, print this final score to the screen, showing us exactly how accurately our Canier's Neckbor model can classify the severity of storm in the tornado dataset.
Data splitting. The line print classification report, Y-test, Y-pred, generate a detailed performance breakdown by comparing our actual storm classification Y-tests against the prediction one Y-pred. It calculates K metric for each tornado intensity level. Specifically, precision recall and F1 score, giving us a comprehensive look into exactly which storm categories our models predict accurate, accurately and where it makes mistakes. Next, data splitting. The line CM confusion matrix, Y-test, Y-pred generate a summary matrix that crosses actual storm classes, Y-test with predict 1, Y-pred showing the ex exact count of correct and incorrect classification. The second line is print CM output this grid to the screen, allowing us to see at a glance ex exactly which tornado intensity level our model is accurately identify and which one it is confusing.
Okay, next material. Pie chart. The pie chart is used to visualize the distribution and percentage of each tornado scale category in our dataset. This, circular chart is divided into slices, where each color represents a specific tornado intensity level. The large the slice, the higher the frequency of tornado in that category. As seen in the graph, the large slice account for approximately 39.7% indicating that this specific category is the most frequent type of tornado. Conversely, there is a very small slash at around 2 6%, showing that this category is highly rare. By using a pie chart, the audience can easily grasp the overall proportion of the tornado data at a single glance just by comparing the size of the slice. Okay, next slide. Bar graph. Bar graph is used to compare the number of tornadoes in the 10 states with the highest number of tornadoes. In the graph, the horizontal x axis indicate the state name, while the vertical y-axis indicate the number of tornadoes. The height of the bar indicate the number of tornado at states. The higher the bar, the more frequent tornadoes occur in the state. Based on the graph, states like Illinois, EL, have the highest bars, thus concluding that Illinois is one of the regions with the highest number of tornadoes in the dataset. Additionally, other states like Oklahoma, OK, Iowa, II, and Texas, TX, also have a relatively high number of tornadoes.
Okay, line graph. A line graph is used to show change the numbers of the death and injuries. The red line represents death, while the blue line represents injuries. The graph show the number is injuries except the number of death. Next, scatter plot. A scatter plot is used to determine the relationship between a property damage and injury caused by tornado. It's a point on the graph when a tornado event. The point position on horizontal axis indicated an action of property damage, while the point's position on vertical axis indicated an number injuries. The feature to the right point is the great property damage. The feature up point the great the number of injuring. The graph show several points high and far to right. Indicating that the tornado caused significant damage and numerous injuries. However, most the points are concentrated toward the bottom of the graph, indicating that many tornadoes cause only minor damage and injuries. Okay, that's it for us. Thank you very much for the watching. See you in the next video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.